Hello and welcome! Thanks for watching this video guide on how to authenticate an Omega Seamaster Diver Co-Axial Master Chronometer. Since its full name is a bit lengthy, we will today stick to calling it Seamaster. Please be informed that the written version of this guide can also be found on our website and its full link is available in the description below. The authentication service is also available on our website, where you can also find full information about how this works and how we can assist you. This is our first video on a different watch brand other than Rolex. You can check the other video guides on our channel and please remember to subscribe to it since we constantly add new content. In the upcoming period and starting today with this Omega guide, we will add more different watch brands using popular models. Furthermore, since we received a lot of questions regarding the fake watches used in our videos and more specific what happens to them after we record the videos, we decided to destroy them in some unprecedented and funny ways while recording it. More damage to it. So please like our video, subscribe to our channel, turn on your notifications and maybe take a look at some of our other video content that you might find interesting, useful or funny. Right here we have the top replica and the genuine Omega Seamaster, a 350 USD watch versus a 5000 USD watch. Pause the video, guess which is the genuine item and leave us a comment with the reason that determined your choice. Then stick with us so you can find out if you were correct. If you chose the watch with the white dial, then you were correct. In the upcoming minutes we will highlight the main differences between the two watches. For the first tell, we will inspect the visible parts of the watch's mechanism through the transparent caseback. Small differences are present here and we will show them to you. For the next step, we will move to the watch's crown. We will unscrew it, rotate it, screw it back and show close-up pictures of it. Next, we will get a close-up of the pearl, which is located on the watch's bezel above the 12 o'clock hour marker. Another major step in our guide will be about the watch's dial. We are going to zoom in on the dial and inspect all its elements while highlighting the differences between the genuine watch and its top replica. The bezel of the watch is also going to be closely inspected in this video and for step number 5 we will have it present. Step number 6, we will turn off the lights and see how both watches indicate the time while in a dark environment. We will compare the Lume effect and you will be able to differentiate between the two items. For the last step on our guide, we will get back to the watch's dial, actually to the crystal above it, and we are going to inspect the anti-reflective coating. Extra steps. Even though we couldn't highlight those steps on our replica because of its high quality, we will still offer you 2 extra steps with images and explanations. The bracelet links, we will show you what to look for when inspecting the middle link in your watch's bracelet. Extra step number 2, the micro adjust feature. Here we will take a very close look at the watch's micro adjust feature present on the genuine watch, as some of the lower quality replicas don't have this present. Step number 1, the mechanism. For our first step on today's guide with the Omega Seamaster, we will go straight to turning the watch upside down and we will inspect the visible mechanism elements. Remember that the Omega Seamaster has a transparent caseback and you can relatively easily inspect the elements. The replica mechanism doesn't compare with the genuine one, of course, so the replica manufacturers simply decorated it in order to look almost identical with the genuine item. Now what I want to turn your attention to is a small screw that is installed on the genuine watch while this is not present on the replica item. Furthermore, please take a look at the partially visible balance wheel. On the genuine item, the balance wheel will be black, while it is a known fact that a high number of replicas available on the market come with a different color, usually silver, gold or white. For the second step, we will inspect the watch's crown. when inspecting the crown, try playing with it in several ways. Unscrew it, rotate it, screw it back. Make sure it runs smooth and consistent. Our replica here was manufactured with an imperfection, meaning that it doesn't totally screw in, pretty promising for a diver's watch. So in case you notice any inconsistency, keep in mind that you most probably are looking at a fake watch. The pearl is positioned on the bezel of the watch, above the 12 o'clock hour marker. Since this is a very tiny element, imperfections can easily be spotted when looking at the replica pearl. Remember that you can rely on the zoom of your phone's camera in order to properly inspect the pearl. If its size, alignment, material or depth look inconsistent, those can be a sign of a replica watch. Feel free to get back to our video guide or the written guide and take a look at the pictures and how the pearl looks on the genuine watch. Right now I'm going to turn your attention to the watch's dial. I am going to need your full attention as small differences are available there too. On the images present on the screen, we are going to highlight those differences. Remember to closely inspect all the elements on the dial using a magnifier or a camera with a high quality zoom function. Any inconsistency or any flaw present on the watch's dial are signs of a lower quality manufacturing process, in other words, a replica manufacturer and this replica watch. The watch's bezel is not very complex and is pretty straightforward. However, by taking a closer look, you can spot the differences here too. Remember that the replica we have in the video today is a very high quality one, so when it comes to design elements, it can get tougher to highlight those. However, it's not impossible to spot them. In order to properly inspect the watch's lume, it is recommended that you keep the watch for about 30 seconds in a direct source of light, natural or not. Afterwards, try placing it in the most dark environment possible and check its dial. If it's easy to read the time, see the hands on the dial and the hour markers, then you are most probably looking at a genuine item. If, however, the lume is not very powerful, this can be a sign of a replica watch. It is well known that replica manufacturers use lower quality lume chemicals and those easily and faster fade out with time. The watch's crystal will always be treated with an anti-reflective coating. This is done by Omega in order for the watch's owner to easily read the time and date, even in an environment with a lot of light. Replica manufacturers also use the anti-reflective coating. But then again, because they use lower quality chemicals or even lower quantity, the effect will not be perfectly replicated. So take a look at your watch's dial, focusing on the crystal, in an environment with multiple sources of light. Try rotating the watch and switching it at different angles in order to check how the light hits the crystal. If the light gets fully reflected in multiple angles, this can also be a sign that you are holding a replica watch in your hands. For the first extra strap, the bracelet links, one extra step that we made available with today's guide is about the watch's bracelet. More specific, the middle link that is present on the bracelet. Now this link, even by inspecting it with the naked eye, has to be wider than the two links that can be found on the margin of the bracelet. And this is how it actually looks, as you can see on the screen. Again, the replica that we had today on hand covered in an excellent manner this flow, but still there have been replicas manufactured with a smaller, a narrower link in the middle, and we are sharing a picture on screen for you. Inspect the bracelet and make sure this flaw is not present. Another extra step, and the last one for today's guide, is about the watch's micro adjust feature. Now this is a flaw that can be present on lower quality replicas, but it can still be present, so we recommend that you take a look at it, as the watch can look excellent or even be a genuine watch, but with a replica bracelet. The micro adjust feature helps you easily change the length of your watch's bracelet. It is very practical and it is mounted with the genuine bracelet on the Omega Seamaster. High quality replicas like the one we had today on our hands have this feature available, but some of the older or lower quality replicas do not have it present. So keep an eye out on this as well. Thanks for watching the video guide on the Omega Seamaster Diver Co-Axial Master Chronometer. I hope the information presented in the guide is useful for you in order to avoid getting scammed. Remember that the written guide, together with many other guides, are available for free on our website. There you can also read information about our authentication service, which is offered for the Omega Seamaster as well as for other watch brands and models. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel and turn on your notifications in order to be informed as soon as we add new video content. Thank you once again and see you soon. Bye bye!